Not long before the events of the Chimera, 4 space pirates were sent to the desert planet of Akiton to regain their captain's hold over Khefaked depot. Get in, restore balance, get out. A simple enough plan. Batten down the hatches, mateys. This is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. Unknown Treasures.
All right, welcome back to Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. I am Kevin Decker. I am your host for Unknown Treasures.
Unknown Treasures! Hey, Kevin.
Hey, that was so fast. I was like,
Unknown Treasures. It's like running a race. Like you got to stay on your feet and keep going. Otherwise, you're going to trip and fall.
yeah.
Yep. Correct.
And
Cool.
fall, you did not. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. End of the show.
All right, everybody.
All
I'm
right.
going to cue the ending music now.
All right, I have questions of the week and stuff. I have a question, but it's very Starfinder related, so I didn't want to jump too quick into that. Is anything going on in anybody's lives? No.
I mean, there's something going in someone's life. Oh, Vinny, what's up, man?
I've
Benny,
been
yeah.
getting into smoking meats a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, did a brisket last week that turned out pretty well.
It
That
looks
sounds
good.
great, dude.
I just
This isn't
got
coloring meats.
no. This is not coloring
No?
meats. This
Okay.
is
Benny,
this is
You're
like,
32 again, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I've heard. Once you hit your 30s, it's either World War II history or smoking meats.
Oh yeah, I went to World War II history route.
Yeah. You got to get into one of them.
That's perfect. So Kev can be our historian, and I'll make dinner.
That sounds good.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I just got a Killer Hogs rub from the store today, and I'm going to start a pork after we're done for dinner tomorrow.
Nice. You have that grill that has those little pellets or something, right? The little pellets.
Yes.
You and Will
Right.
both have Traegers.
Dude, Traeger
Yeah.
pellet grills.
I ate some stuff off from that. It was amazing. Anyway, yeah.
So, let me tell you, when you're doing a long smoke, like a brisket, because those cook for 18 hours, so you're doing it overnight at some point. So, filled it up to the brim with pellets, went to sleep, set my alarm for 3 to make sure it was fine, and I'd only burned through maybe an inch or two of pellets. I very easily, and I won't ever get up in the middle of the night again, just because, it's rock solid.
Yeah, I love my Traeger.
And fill it up before I go to sleep. Wake up the next morning and we're 8 hours along in the cook and I've done nothing. It's the best.
Nice. Sounds great, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and there are these really nice offset smokers where you've got a whole firebox on the side where you can put in actual sticks of dried wood, and those impart a whole lot more complex smoke flavor. But at the end of the day, I'm working. I've got 2 kids. I've got a wife. It's not really a something I can tend to all night long and be functional the next day. So, yeah, pellet grill for me.
Sounds good.
Wow.
Amazing.
I like it.
I think I don't know. I'm kind of doubting your spirit here. I'm thinking that you're not committing as hard as you could. That's really what
It's
it
only
feels like to
only
me.
real barbecue enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Stay up for 18 hours the whole night
Yeah,
and
dude.
monitor by hand
Right.
their cooks.
And just finish a third of a bottle, something. And,
I mean, yeah, maybe this pellet grill is a gateway drug to real offset smokers.
I think so, dude.
Show up to the next episode with bags under my eyes, but a plate full of meat.
Yeah.
Can we get
Correct.
sponsored by those grills? Does Traeger make those?
Dude, Traeger makes. Oh, we
lot
should
of
get
grills.
sponsored by Traeger. Holler at your boy.
Yeah. Just another company on the list of.
I Wi-Fire all the time.
Yep.
At our live shows, we'll
would
we'll offer smoked
Oh
meats.
man, we should do that.
Dude,
We should get.
So-
we should participate with food trucks or people who do smokers. Yeah.
when we tour,
go-
we will tour with a Traeger.
There you go.
sounds
Although
great.
I think part of the terms of use for a Traeger is that you cannot professionally cook for it, but so we have to give it away if we were to do it.
But we can't.
Sure.
Valid. Yeah. All right.
That's
Hear that?
fine.
Free. If this is for listeners, if Traeger sponsors us,
Such a-
we'll have free smoked meats at our.
So step 1 of this plan is to get Traeger to sponsor us.
Step 3,
Okay.
profit.
Step 3 is profit. No, that's step 4. Step 3, we don't know yet. We're not going to divulge what it is. Only we know. And then we profit.
Yep. We'll save live. Fired by Traeger.
Fired by Traeger.
Fired by.
That sounds good. Just another company on the list of companies that don't
Not
sponsor us.
sponsored by.
That don't sponsor us.
No,
Yep.
we got three
Yeah.
lists of people or sponsors so far. Sponsors we want, sponsors we can't ever get,
Uh-huh.
and sponsors we don't want.
Yeah.
I think Hyundai was on that
Jira.
list of we don't want. Oh, and,
I think
and what was
Sprite
the
also.
Wait, who?
I forget why
Sprite.
we didn't want Sprite.
Atlassian.
Atlassian?
Atlassian.
Yeah, Atlassian. You definitely
Not sponsored by
absolute
Atlassian.
blacklist. God. But why not Sprite? Because I like Sprite.
I'm not sure why.
Because we're edging for Dr. Pepper instead.
Was that why?
I think we
Aren't they
I don't
all
know.
owned by Coke?
Yeah.
I'm still confused on that.
No, Dr. Pepper is independent, I thought.
Kinda. Yeah, they're like
They have a
bottled by Pepsi
partnership.
and Coke, depending on what region they're in. It's very strange. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay.
You're okay with Sprite? We're all watching
I'm okay
this
with
Kev
not
finish this.
being sponsored by Sprite or Dr. Pepper.
With not, what about would you if you did get a sponsor from either one? Which one would you prefer? It's a very clear answer.
Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
obvious.
don't know why. I shouldn't even have to ask that.
What you
Also,
didn't see
cheer
was
wine?
you didn't see Kevin lift his Dr. Pepper bottle and point to it.
I just finished it. Now that it's finished, I'd like to talk about it.
This is why video is so important, because we can just have silent product placement, and it's just Kev with a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper in his shot behind him.
Dr. Pepper tattooed across my forehead.
Yeah, and you just never say it.
He takes a key, pops the bottom, and just shotguns the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
I don't know why you would ever do that.
You would do that because you need to stay up all night because you're a real smoker.
Please don't do
That's
that.
why.
If you're at home, don't shotgun soda. There's no reason for that.
No, there's not. Unless you're putting it on YouTube, then sure.
Okay, that sounds
no.
good.
We
Sounds
need to
like
get
a challenge.
Can we get sponsored by Johnny Walker? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. I prefer
maybe.
other manufacturers, personally. Just gonna say.
All right.
I prefer different scotches.
I'll take Johnny Walker. I'll take whatever we,
What about
Right.
Chivas?
Who?
I'm down.
Chivas Regal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Do,
I think I'm kind of in the category of like I'm not too picky on which sponsors we get as long as it's not Atlassian and Hyundai.
Why not Hyundai again?
And like
Alright.
no terribly immoral things. I feel like we
I
should
don't
do
know.
cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't want immoral things.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah. Not really down with cigarettes. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. De Beers.
Yeah.
Like, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not De Beers. Don't buy it. Don't buy your diamonds. I don't know.
K Jewelers.
Oh, why are
We
they,
should
like,
cut
blood
all
diamonds?
of this.
Every Khefaked begins with K.
Every Khefaked begins with K. So nice. Now we can't cut it, Will, because that was a good bit. So sorry, dude. We can't cut it. That's always the standard whenever we're editing. Is
I know it's. If we could make a joke that's related to Starfinder somewhere down the line
then we leave it
in
in.
our
everything.
rambling introductions, we
What we
must
could do is
keep it.
bleep all the big ones. Like you could bleep or we don't want them to take us down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's be a fun conversation to listen to. It's just bleep 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 bleep
Yeah.
bleep. Yeah. Anyways,
We aren't in that
Yeah.
same realm.
Oh, we'll bleep them too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
not Dr. Pepper though. You can't bleep Dr. Pepper.
No, you can't.
Speaking of amoral things in the universe, here's my first question that is Starfinder related.
Okay. Okay.
Just kind of inching you towards gameplay because I love gameplay. I've been craving gameplay for like since the last time we recorded. But yeah, my question for you though is as a player, but also as your player characters. So as your player, I want to know what's your favorite planet in Starfinder. And then as a player character, I'd like to know what's your favorite planet that you have been to or that you want to like most visit. So I guess I could kind of start on that one. I wrote up a whole long list of stuff. My thing is, I know so much about Akiton because that's where Rick is from, so I did do a lot of research for Rick 19. But running this game, Unknown Treasures, that takes place almost entirely on Akiton, I had to do a lot of research for that. But I have to say that my favorite planet out of all the planets that I know of in Packed Worlds and so on, I think Castrovel is my favorite. I think it's what words did I use when I wrote this down? Because
Why is it your favorite?
It's lush, it's diverse, it's inviting, but it also wants to kill you. The whole planet is like a giant Venus flytrap.
It's Space Australia.
So those are the words that
Interesting.
The last thing I was going to say about Akiton, it reminds me a little too much about my hometown, San Bernardino.
San Bernardino is a town?
Yeah.
I
thought it was
don't
a
know if
county.
I've ever, yeah,
It's a county and a city,
like Jacksonville.
but it's
Like
my
Jacksonville.
hometown.
yeah. I don't know.
Do you know
I've
that
never
there's
thought
a-
about Castrovel and San Bernardino? I would not have put them in
No,
the
not
same.
Castrovel, Akiton. I think.
Oh, Akiton.
yeah, the,
Fun
the
fact.
desert trash planet of the
I
United
recently
States.
saw somebody wants to secede San Bernardino County from California.
What?
Yeah, that happens all the time, man.
That's amazing. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
It's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Good luck with that.
I think like 90%
San
of the population of San Bernardino is in like the bottom left-hand corner of San Bernardino County, which is San Bernardino City. The rest is just open, empty desert all the way to Nevada.
Yeah, except for like Joshua Tree, Palm Springs.
That's open, empty desert.
okay.
It's a fairly low cost. Anyways,
Who's next?
yeah, I was gonna say just like for the listeners though, tell us your favorite planet. And if you want to learn more about any of these planets, you can pick up Packed Worlds, Near Space, or you can even build your own planet using the Galaxy Exploration Manual, which is phenomenal. So
Yep. Pretty sweet. Nice plug.
cool. Yeah, let's go around the room. John, what's your favorite planet?
Oh man, this is hard. I have 3 answers to this. My favorite planet naming system is the Vesk naming system for Near Space book. How they're just like just like Vesk 1, or sorry, Vesk Prime, then Vesk 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that's
Simple.
The George Foreman approach.
the George Foreman approach. It's great. I think my favorite strangest planet is probably Avalon, because I just have not seen anything in any book so far, and I try to like maybe sometimes read adventures that Paizo's put out for Starfinder, but also sometimes I don't want to, because then I'm like, what if I play? Like, I don't want to know all about it. And just in the ones that I've read and in the boards, I just haven't seen a lot of published adventures with Avalon, and it just seems like the one that is the most maybe foreign, because it's just all inhabited by like cybernetic androids, robots. Like the whole world is like governed by that. Like I don't even know where to begin conceiving that. And then my favorite planet overall is probably either Liavara or Berthida, because they're just neat. They're just like cloud cities, cloud planets. It's just,
I'm going to make a hard assumption right now on Rolu, though, is I'm going to guess that his favorite quote-unquote planet would be the Adari.
you are absolutely correct.
And he also wants to get back to the Adari.
Or just get to the Atari. Who knows why?
Oh, 2. Okay, I thought he's been there. No, he's never been.
I don't know.
Interesting.
You'll have to wait and see.
I hope he makes it, but I
hope
don't
he
know
does
if
too.
we know that he won't. Well, maybe he will. We'll find out. I don't know.
Maybe.
Stay tuned.
Wow, spoiler alert.
Stay tuned.
Well, thanks for the spoiler, Kelly. Why don't you tell us a
it's
little bit more about what's your favorite planet, and then also what is is Thaddeus's favorite?
Wait,
planet?
was it you that mentioned Castrovel, Kevin? Was that you a second ago?
I
Or
did.
no?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It does
Castrovel
look-
is fun.
It does look pretty nice. It looks like the most hospitable planet. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Vesk 6 because that's where.
I picked a random number.
No. That's actually where Thaddeus is from. That's where the cat people in this universe, the Pacha, are from.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a planet full of like jungles and stuff, and they send them out as little younglings to go and fight and kill each other and stuff like that.
Only
and then
the
they come
strong
back.
survive.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. So
Katniss
Like
Everdeen.
ancient Sparta in this
a little bit like that. It's charming.
No.
But and then what was your question regarding?
Or like Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
It's slightly like that, actually. What was your question about Thaddeus?
I mean, like, I'm going to assume now that his is also Vesk 6. What's his favorite planet?
Yeah, it's Death 6.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Thaddeus isn't the most original.
Thaddeus has
the
been to
crew.
many planets in his adventures, but he
And
likes.
yet, he still chooses.
He has a taste
his
for
own
home. They're cats. Come on.
They are
They're
cats. They don't
homebodies.
like to travel.
Yeah,
That's true.
I don't know.
Will, you said I'd be disappointed in your pick.
Well, okay. So first of all, let me just say that when you asked that I prepare for this question, you did not mention that you wanted my personal favorite as long with my character.
Yeah, you had another question that you had us prepare.
You had
We're
a
not
different
even
question
using
in
it,
mind.
actually.
But that's fine. I didn't prepare for either one. No, I'm just kidding. I did.
It's all right.
So I would say
Just for the listener, like, I didn't say, hey, I want to know. I think I just said, like, learn about some planets and pick one.
Yeah. No, you didn't have very pointed questions. It's fine.
Yeah.
So personally, me, I would say my favorite planet would be Pabak because I really am into Dr. Ok's home planet and his backstory.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of a planet being tamed by slugs. You know?
Love it.
There's just like
Yes.
holes in all the vegetation.
Yeah. I mean, there's like wilds, you know, there's like, you know, it's kind of like Castrovel in a way where it's dangerous in parts.
Yeah.
But, you know, the cities are well defended by drone army created by slugs. Come on, who doesn't want that?
I'm just
In
imagining
there-
how gross the main highways would be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, gets a little slimy.
Will, in their ruder and more elementary state, did these slug beings, did they ever like use like little snail shells and things like that?
I would
Back
assume.
when? That's cool. I like
Yeah. I mean, that was probably pre-Gap, right?
Yeah, long time ago.
Probably.
Long ago.
Pathfinder times.
Yeah, and the Pathfinder 2E times.
But Termay's favorite planet is Cyrune.
Tell us about Cyrene.
It's a planet that I'm from, and that's all I can really say about it.
That's all he's willing to say about it.
Hyrule.
Cyrone, yeah, you can look it up. You won't find anything.
That's fine.
Which
Amazing.
Warpers? Very mysterious.
Little is known of Cyrone, and that's the way we like it.
Oh my god.
I love it. I'm sorry for throwing you guys all like such a hard question.
Okay.
I like
Vinny?
the other question that you asked, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
What was the other
The one
question?
that you were going to ask, but it's fine. Next episode.
Well, don't spoil it.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
we're
to.
not
That's what I'm
talking
saying. I'm
about
not going
next week. Is that
to.
for
I made a
Yes.
list of like potential questions. It was like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry.
Well,
go ahead,
fair.
Vinny.
Kev, we should share potential questions because, you know, I also have a list of questions. So, if you
no,
want,
those are
you know.
yours, John. I don't want your
Okay.
questions.
All right. Cool, man. Yeah. In the spirit of collaboration.
And the potential questions I gave you were all the questions I had on my mind. So
Cool.
it's hard
Cool.
to do this every week.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what is a question we haven't covered yet?
Hold on. I want to
It really
know.
is.
I want to know Vinny's planets.
Vinny.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're getting there.
Music stopped for Vinny.
preach. So Chak is a Raxelite. Raxel is dope. Imagine like Caribbean resort, but the entire planet.
That's cool.
Love.
But
That's awesome.
he and I are a bit more curious about near space. So I imagine if you were to look in his quarters, which I expect is like a shoebox, right? Because he's tiny. You would see like Polaroid pictures of the cloud giant Brethita.
Nice.
He's fascinated by like Barathus and the confluence, like how all of that works. And, you know, he really wants to meet a Brethita one day. He's never been, but he would like to go.
Oh, I
That's
think
super cool.
in our test game, my Raxelite got to meet Brathu and had an interesting conversation with them.
Hello. Yes, that was fun.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, all that said, so many planets in this universe. and yet we're stuck on Akiton.
Desert wasteland with no shade.
Very
And-
true. Yeah,
and
no shade.
It's a very hospitable climate for
Shade is forbidden.
Witchward, though.
Yes, so great.
So speaking of having no shade and being stuck in the desert, I'm going to take you over to the
I
map.
love it.
To the map.
To the map.
It's like being in San Bernardino.
It's like being in San Bernardino.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
Yeah.
All the junk everywhere. It's great.
It's amazing. Lots to do.
Okay, so let me just give you a short rundown of what happened last time. After rescuing Vari 13 from the Thesterian Khefaked, they joined you as you started your way back through the car yards. Kayats. You all make it through the scrap slide with no problem, except for Rolu.
Yeah. Yep.
Stumbled through, took a cut. And then I put you in initiative orders because you were coming up on those Khefaked nests. I mostly did it so you guys could try to sneak by, and you didn't do a very good job because at the end, one Khefaked saw Terme. And I know Terme had the highest stealth, but he's wearing bright orange clothing.
I'm not wearing bright orange. It's burnt orange and black.
Okay, burnt orange.
One would argue that blends in the most,
Yeah.
Kevin. But you know,
Yeah.
Against metal? Yeah.
Aren't those the city colors of San Bernardino?
That's true. Burnt. It's mostly just burnt, not even burnt orange.
Burnt.
It's burnt orange, man.
Yeah. I really just had to see something, and you were the only one in sight. But the rest of the team made enough of a ruckus trying to get past. My biggest question for you now is: will you stay and fight, or are you guys going to race across this toxic river? And just for the listener, we have Thaddeus is already on that bridge of ragged what's the word? Corrugated steel.
Yeah.
Plates that are making this bridge. He's already halfway across that bridge.
yep, I want to get out.
Vari 13, Rolu, and Chalk are at the start of that bridge. Chalk is actually on a little like stone island that's starting to support or helping to support it. And then we have Terme is back between the two pyramid-like ziggurats facing off against Khefaked number 2. And initiative order, dun dun dun, it is actually Terme's turn.
Do we need battle music?
I say we book it.
I think that is up to Terme. But
What?
whether or not we need battle music.
I mean, why don't we leave and cover our rear? Terme, hurry!
Yes, I will hurry. I'm going to double move, and I've calculated that if I do that, then I can actually get past you.
I appreciate the descriptiveness, Terme. Yes.
Amazing.
About here.
I'd say that's like 1.5 inches too far, Terme, but it's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
go
JK,
short.
just do it. Just
I'm
do
gonna
it.
go short.
I know.
So basically, you can get all the way past one leg, two legs.
Wait, can you rewind
about
just
to hit the third
half a
dog
second?
leg?
Gosh,
You
I
said
don't
you're
know how to
doing
rewind.
you're doing 2 moves, right? So
Yeah, double move.
can you do 1 move at a time for me?
Okay, sure can.
Uh-oh.
Kevin. Oh no.
And I still have my environmental protections.
Just in case another boss worm.
So we're gonna call it right here. Which one?
You asking me?
Yeah,
I'm not. You tell me.
Now just do the full thing. Yeah, screw it.
yeah. I'm just gonna do right here.
All right. And as you do that,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
since
Don't you dare.
you step down almost right next to where Thaddeus is standing on this corrugated steel, and
Kevin, there had better not be a monster in this swamp, Kevin, because like
I think he's gonna say that.
Let's see what he
can
says.
have 2
Let's see what he
people on the same spot.
well, we're not, but go ahead.
Terme and Thaddeus are close enough that their combined weights caused to shift just enough, and the stack of seats above you rumble. No, I'm gonna need you to do a reflex save.
Can I pause my movement and seeing this? Can I use psychokinetic hand to like shift it back in like Jenga?
No,
Nice.
no, I'm not gonna give you a reaction to this. This is
Okay.
Because you're just trying to run out.
yeah. So your combined weight on the makeshift metal bridge causes the seats to topple. which crushes any character on its path and possibly pushes them into the chemical spill.
I got an 18.
My God, Kevin. 16.
All right. 16.
Gross.
Both passed.
Keep a distance.
Okay, so if you would have failed, you would have pushed 10 feet into the chemical spill.
Oh my god.
Since you passed, it is 2d6 of damage, but you get half of that.
Oh, nice.
No.
And
Splash from all this shit.
So you take.
got a
You
1.
both take 4 points of damage.
Oh, you rolled it.
Yeah, I rolled it. Sorry.
But I take half of that?
You take. I rolled an 8. I rolled 8, so I rolled 2 4s.
Okay, well,
Okay.
let's keep in mind that Thaddeus is a cat and therefore very lightweight, potentially.
Can I move? Can I continue my movement?
You can continue your movement.
Wait,
yes.
but is that going to cause another issue because we're so close again?
What's your initiative?
I don't know, but like Kevin, if he walks past, do we know?
Do you want to do an engineering check?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'll give you a free engineering check.
I don't have
Okay.
engineering. Someone else do, please.
I do.
Terme, what do you think? Can we continue to be so close with all this junk?
Will a 17 get me any information on this pile of rubble above us?
Yeah, so I'll say like with that high of a check, you would know that everything that's toppled over is pretty stable now, which is completely disappointing for me. But you would also know that if you would have just taken a little bit of time before crossing this thing, you probably could have shored that up and prevented it with the same DC engineering check.
Yeah, but then I'd be in the path of the Khefaked alone.
It's possible.
Terme, how is it? Is
Yes.
it stable?
Yes, it appears to be stable now. It's settled after this. Apologies for the intrusion towards
That's
your personal
fine.
safety.
Nah, get to safety, Terme. We're on our way out.
Yes, I'm going to make the most of my movement to here. Hurry along, everyone.
All right.
Who's
That
next
is the end of
in
Terme's turn. He's now almost 3/4 of the way along this bridge after knocking down half that wall. It is now Thaddeus' turn.
Well, Thaddeus is going to move twice, like Terme. Actually, he may just need to move once, which he will do right now. Yeah.
Which you would do right now.
Yeah. Like right
Make sure
now.
you use the Q to do the path.
Yeah, you're right. All right,
Roll 20 tip.
yeah.
Hot tip.
Thaddeus
Hot
will
tip.
go to here, right now. He's on
Right
the edge.
meow?
Right now.
So Thaddeus tiptoes across the entire bridge and makes it to the end.
And then the sand
He is
opens
on
up,
firm ground.
and a
Yeah,
monster appears. Yeah.
there are 14 Khefaked standing there with baseball bats in hand.
Can't pitch for this. When I
One
DM,
has
Kevin, you will see what will happen.
I'm just going to roll a d20 and see how many creatures I spawn.
Wrong part of town.
Snapping their fingers in unison.
He's more scared of the Hillkeys, to be honest, after they just baton him over and over and over again. That'd be the
No
worst.
one comes into San Bernardino without us knowing.
Man. All right. It is actually now Vari 13's turn, and they are going to delay their turn until Roland.
What?
moves.
Why?
Okay, interesting.
That's weird to me.
Maybe she's like a mage or something.
Maybe she's got an affinity
She-
for these
they.
Khefaked.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, they actually are just kind of like insecure, and kind of nervous, and so they're comforted by Rolu's presence. And so,
Do they do anything for Rolo to know this?
I mean, it's within 6 seconds. They would kind of step back and just watch what you're doing.
Oh, like turn and look. Okay,
Yeah,
got it. Yeah, just want to know.
which I guess makes sense because it is now Rolu's turn.
Okay, I think Rolo's gonna sense. Would I need to roll anything to sense that, or can I just? Is that just noticeable?
I think it's be pretty apparent. Yeah.
Okay. I think Rolo's gonna look and say, "You have a well of confidence within yourself. Let me lead you there." And Rolo's gonna step past Vari and is going to start moving. Let me do the Q-tip approach, so I can get to about halfway through maybe the second leg with my first 30 feet. And then I think I want to I wish I could just delay there and wait, but I'm only going to move that far. I'm only going to move the first 30 feet and
you're gonna then just give up your second turn. Or
yeah. Well, I have my gun trained, so that was my move. I'm actually going to do. Let me see. Can I do? What action do I want to do? I want to like turn around and make sure that Vari and Chak are okay. So I'm thinking.
So you did a move action, and now you're on the bridge where the or standing on all the rubble from the fallen seats. Are you talking about doing like herring fire or something?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing covering fire.
You can do covering fire. You don't see one in line of sight currently.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not gonna shoot if there's no one there. But maybe I can do I can use my standard action to. Can I ready an action?
You can.
Yeah.
I believe it also moves you in initiative order.
That's fine. I will ready an action then. If a Khefaked comes around the corner, then Rolo's going to take a shot with his rifle.
And so as you do that, almost like you could feel it like a shadow on you. But as soon as you started moving, Vari 13 trailed right behind you.
Oh, good. Okay.
And they are going to end up on this bridge, which would have triggered it and caused a nice fall.
Except we already triggered it.
Yeah,
do you want to take a moment of silence, Kev?
Yeah. A moment of silence for missed opportunity.
It's like
dead dreams.
Kev's really upset that he didn't get to hurt one of us more with his trap.
I just
It's quite hilarious.
this whole like area is this disgusting. Yeah, and you guys are just like, I dodged it. Moving on. Like, great.
Why do you think I always feel that way whenever something cool happens?
We just don't appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just totally unappreciated.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been like, oh, they're in the acid, they're dying. And
Then we would
save
have
them.
no.
The
I thought we
Khefaked
had
coming. It would
environmental
just been like so
protections.
much more. No, the environmental protections do not protect you against acid.
So
Don't
like
understand.
Kev is the old man in Saw, and he's upset that the people he trapped don't appreciate his games.
Exactly. But that being
love
said,
that.
speaking of games, I do find that when I'm playing, now that I've GM'd before, and maybe you will do this too, Kev, I don't go looking for I'm not going to willingly put myself in the way of these things, but I am a little more okay with like taking a risk, right, for certain things, because I'm like, let's just like have fun. If something crazy happens, then something crazy happens, you know?
Yeah, except for if it happens in your game, you kill us immediately. So,
But have I done that yet?
He hasn't done
it's gotten
that.
close. Yeah. Anyways, who knows? Maybe I'll roll a dice and you guys fall off anyways. Because I'm the GM, I can make that happen. So
We got to roll on the random earthquake
Your
table.
turn. Your turn.
So as Vari steps close to Rolu, you actually see a Khefaked come out of.
Come out of Very 13. What?
Come out of Very 13. Yes.
It's three Khefakeds with the trench coat.
Actually, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Who?
Chalk. Or I'll give Rolo a perception check too, since he was looking back that way.
Ooh, not good. Shot.
10.
10.
15 per Rolo.
Oh, that's actually probably enough. So let me move this one, and I'll move this one.
Oh, did 3 just show up?
They
Well-
were 3 Khefakeds in the trench coat.
I'm super glad I just ran away.
And it actually wasn't any of their turns. It was this one over here.
A 4th.
The fourth.
And the
head.
fourth one comes down, and it is actually like almost in a sprint, or whatever you consider what a sprint is for these things.
skitter.
All its legs, they are like completely flat and not running along the ground. And they come up and they stop because they heard the hissing and the humming from these other Khefakeds. And it stands up, and that's as far as it can get on its turn.
Rolo's going to take a shot.
Oh, because you had
Ready to action.
Ready to action. Okay.
Yeah, on this first one here.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Is that within your range of your weapon? That's
good
you're about
question.
40 feet out. Looks like 44. That was just a wild guess.
That's good. That's a good guess. Yeah, it's a range of 100 feet for the Azimuth Serpent Laser. Pew! That's A natural 20.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
Thank you. Cool. I will roll twice and add my bonus both times. That's what I'm going to do. 10 points of damage
Yes.
on that.
Is that a one-hit kill or close to it? Maybe. Kevin.
So, Asmus Serpent Laser, is that what you said?
Yes.
This thing, what does a gun look like? I don't even know.
It literally
Looks like a snake?
Yeah, the barrel has like the curve of a body, and then I think the muzzle is like the mouth of the snake.
Okay.
Snake.
Yeah.
So that the mouth lights up and you
Serpent.
see the teeth kind of glowing through
The eyes glow. Yeah.
and it just pierces right through this thing. It stands up and just like its chest goes hollow and it flops right back down to the ground.
Sniped.
It is dead.
Oh, nice. So nice.
Beautiful.
I got shot in the head.
That's too good.
Yeah.
But while that's
good.
happening, Chalk can see that there are two other Khefakeds, and he saw Tremai's eyes lock down that aisle between the two ziggurats, and probably understands there's a third. So there are still three Khefakeds on the play here, and Chalk is alone in the back. Luckily, it's your turn. What do you do?
Hey, and you bullseyed that one, Brad, didn't you? Shaq is going to, seeing all of this danger. I might be more wary of Vari 13. I'm suspicious of why she's tailing so close to Rolu. Can I roll the Sense Motive on why?
Oh, nice.
Is it called a sense motive? Is that what the word is?
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Do I counter?
Detect
that as-
deception or sense mental effect?
I guess I would roll a bluff against that. but
If she
I
was
need
trying to hide something, yeah. Are you going to roll a bluff?
Or if there was something that, you wanted her to
Hide.
not show.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, roll your sense motive, and I'll tell you what they say.
12.
I'm going to say you can't sense anything either way.
All right, cool.
It seems very genuine currently.
Awesome. Then I'm going to scurry over to Rolu and climb up on his shoulder.
And as you do that, wait, is that your whole turn?
Yeah.
What does it take to get onto? Is that an action?
I think it's a move
to
action.
climb someone's shoulder?
I effectively
Okay,
double
so-
moved.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Cool. That is the end of your turn.
Oh, man.
It is now the Khefak that saw Termay is going to actually come down to there. And then, let's see, where's this? So it comes in between the two pyramid things. And then, let me measure. Oh, yeah, thank you. Just seeing how far it can move. It's actually going to move to here, right where Chalk was.
Oh,
So
man.
It scurries across that bridge and it stops right there.
Oh, what a cool scene.
And that is the end of round number 3.
Trace.
Understanding this round's a little bit, stretched out because we got into initiative order for like tracking purposes. But we're into round 4. It is Khefak 5's turn. Sorry, is it 5? 4. I had it written down wrong. So this one is going to come down, climb off of the ziggurat, and move over to that, on top of that barrel-looking thing on the coast of the river.
Oh, man.
It is then the other Khefak's turn. That one is going to run along the cliff edge of the river.
What?
And then come down and join the second Khefak on the little island of that first set of corrugated steel.
Oh, man. The way off of this, we cannot go back. We're just being pressured forward by 2 Khefaks here, and then there's another one that could conceivably cut us off by going around the floating barrels on the other side of this river.
Yeah, so exactly like where you are currently, Thaddeus is at the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Termay is almost there, and then the other 3 of you are standing really tight together in the area that did topple, only 10 feet away from 2 Khefaks, and there's a third Khefak on the edge of that river.
Oh, man.
So it is now Termay's turn.
Termay's got no spells He's low on health. He is going to seeing these, he does a quick glance back, and then all of a sudden he sees like 3 Khefaked crossing the bridge. Can I do like an engineering check to see if like I can collapse part of this bridge using my psychokinetic hand?
Nice.
I'm going to say without even... You can only lift one bulk with your second kinetic hand.
Right, but I'm just saying I could like pull out one bulk, like the linchpin of...
you are going to have to ace... I want like a natural 20 in order for that to...
Might as well do it.
So, is that like my engineering check?
Well, I like combine. All I'm saying is like you would probably know that it's almost impossible to do that with just telekinetic hand.
Got it. Okay.
But if you roll
if it's
natural
worth
20, I will give it to you.
No, I don't think it's too low
But
odds.
you don't have anything to lose by rolling, right? It's not like you're
I
using
know, but I
part
could
of your
shoot
action.
at
Well, that's
them
your turn. Yeah, that's your
and
action.
then move.
Oh, it's your action. I thought it was a free action, but I guess I'm wrong.
No.
If you're, it's
casting a spell.
yeah, using
An
a skill
engineering
check
check?
that
Oh, yeah.
has an effect.
Oh, yeah,
is
you're
usually
right.
an
You're
action.
right. My bad.
Standard
My bad.
action. Yeah.
I was being silly.
Like even intimidate is
silly.
technically an action if you are using it to like change somebody's.
Right, if I'm manipulating,
Right.
but if I'm surveying, it's kind of like a...
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Kevin, how much do the Khefaked weigh? Sorry, Kevin.
Man, I don't know.
Do they weigh
14
one bulk by chance?
They weigh 14 pounds. 2 of them weigh 1 bulk.
Oh,
You just
I
lift the
can move one
Khefaked
of
into
them.
like the
Man, no,
acid.
get outta here.
Just lift them into
Why
the
can't I
acid.
do that?
Why can't he?
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'd have to look at
Kevin,
it.
you
Let
just
me
made
look
the
up
gravest mistake by
That's
admitting how
psychokinetic
inadequate.
And real quick.
It might be something like you get a grapple check or something against it.
Right.
Maybe. That's what
I
I'm
mean, I
thinking.
imagine there's like a magical limitation against moving living beings with it.
I don't know.
Really? I mean,
It says an object.
up.
It doesn't say...
Oh,
jeez. It's
You
so
can't
lame.
perform complex actions such as firing a gun or using a computer, so I'm
But
going
you're
to say
just
that...
grabbing someone.
I know.
Alright,
Shove
alright.
it.
I'll let you push it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
because then it would make a
Tap it
strength
on his
check,
shoulder.
right?
Okay, push it. I don't know. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I'm sorry.
No.
Alright.
I
What you gonna do?
Tickle its chin.
I'm out of spells. I can't do any cool things, so I'm just going to shoot and move.
The old S&M.
Now you all know how Hears feels when he runs out of spells, man. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say how much something weighs in there. Like
Feels
breakdown,
bad.
does
It
it?
All right.
sucks, yeah.
So I'm gonna attack it. I have my azimuth laser pistol out. It's not much, but it'll
But it's honest work.
do something.
Okay, which one are you attacking? There's 3 on this bridge.
The one closest to me, just across, nearest to Bari.
Nice.
Oh, does a 20 do it?
Yeah.
Not a natural 20 though. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits. Yes.
Yeah.
I was about to get a static for you, and I had to pause and go.
So 5 points of damage.
Oh, close. So bam, you shoot this thing. It takes off an arm and pierces through its skin, but you see that it's still up.
Okay. So I'm going to now move the remainder of the distance next to... I'm going to try and be tactical about it. I'm going to go here. And that way, if this other one scurries across the barrels, I'll have a good shot, and I can also get good line on the other ones. Maybe we can flank them.
Nice.
Yep. So for the listener, Terme moved all the way like to the end of the bridge and to the shore of the other side of this river of acid to like cut off any flanking these Khefaked might try to do.
Yeah. Guys, hurry up. We gotta get out of here. I don't want to deal with these Khefaked, but looks like we got to.
Mother Khefakers.
Khefakeds.
Hey, don't
It
forget
is-
that we have Look Alive. So if you've got it on your
Are you like...
Oh, wait. What does Look Alive do?
+2 to perception and initiative.
Oh.
Well, we haven't really used any of that.
Well,
Well, we had
perception.
perception earlier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you saw everything that would have been there.
Okay.
Anyways.
Thanks for pointing that out, though, John. Keep that in mind for later. It is now Thaddeus's turn.
Their movement speed is 30. Is that right? That's what I've observed, but just double checking. I'll roll if it
Yes.
30. Okay. And can I? Thaddeus wants to find out if he thinks that this Khefaked can take this route here over these barrels by jumping over instead of going the more secure route. Could you find that out?
Say again?
Thaddeus wants to know if this Khefaked here can like jump this way and take this path down this.
Is
like,
this purple thing navigable?
Yeah, for him.
So you drew a purple line last time talking about paths that you could possibly take. You're asking if this Khefaked could take that route.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that you presume that it could. You don't think it would be easy, and it'd probably take them
a while.
It might be fraught with danger for them.
Okay, Thaddeus is gonna shout, we should probably go west through where the tire dragon thankfully wasn't, because there's more Khefaked down dead south, and we should avoid them. We don't want to be flanked. So you're just gonna shout that and be like, let's run and maintain a distance and clip them on our way out. And he's gonna shoot the one that Terme shot, and that's no, it's like it's only an 11 to hit. So I'm guessing
only an 11.
Yeah,
that is a miss. Unless wait, that is KAC, right?
Oh, hold on, I rolled incorrectly. No.
Oh,
I rolled on the never mind. I did actually correctly. It's bad. Yeah, it's KAC.
Is it EAC or KAC? Because it's your which
I don't know.
weapon is it?
Like long. It's
but
it's
your
the long arm
energy
rounds,
damage or
auto target
kinetic
rifle,
damage?
kinetic damage.
Oh, it'd be kinetic. That's a miss. Yeah, you should turn on that auto feature. It might have helped.
That's true. You actually might have. That might have been cool.
Is that your full turn?
Well, you can attack twice. Well, I guess you couldn't have. You have to take a -4.
Yeah,
I'll do it. A -4.
Can you retro? Can he though?
It didn't.
It is technically a full action to do that.
It didn't land anyway. That's fine.
Neither one. So you just shot twice and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad.
Cool. It is now Rolu's turn.
is it? Because I moved. Because I did ready action and I went after the Khefaked.
You went after the other Khefaked.
The one that I killed. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Vari was technically before you, but they delayed, so they are after you.
Okay. I'm going to delay and. Why did Vari delay again? Okay. I think Rolo is going to.
They didn't delay again. They delayed last time, and now they are below you in initiative order.
Okay, then Rolu's going to delay until after Vari's turn, and he's going to say, "You're much safer in front of me, between me and Thaddeus and Treme." So he's going to wait until Vari moves past him.
Okay, so you are delaying until after Vari moves.
Correct.
Okay.
She's paralyzed with fear, and it's not going to be.
They are going to look back at the two Khefakeds, look at Rolu, nod, and actually run past you. And at this point, they are going to take kind of your almost approval to keep going, and they are going to continue to the end of the bridge.
Excellent.
And get off
Okay.
the bridge. And they are now on the other side. It is now Rolu's turn.
Rolu is going to... Jack, are you ready to get off of this ride here?
Always ready to get off.
Okay, I can make it almost... I think Rolu just starts moving, expecting you that you're going to finish that statement, and you don't. Rolu's going to run to almost off of the metal, the corrugated metal at the other end. And I think Rolu is going to cast Vanishing Trick. Is this metal that I was standing on, is that about one bulk?
I'll say that I'll give you like a section that's 5 foot.
Okay, so 5 feet. Okay, I'm gonna make
like a 5 foot square of this stuff.
I want to essentially make that panel invisible, so to make the Khefakeds think that they can't pass.
What is your range on this?
It's a great question. Maybe I would have cast it as a. Maybe I wouldn't have moved as far.
It's a cantrip, right?
It's a cantrip. Ooh, it's range touch. So what I would have done is touched it before. Then ran away.
Oh, just hold on a second, Chalk. And you reach down tap the bottom, and he freaks out because it vanishes below. What is there a save or anything for that?
It's kind of cool.
There is a will negates
If you're trying to vanish a creature,
saving throw.
Will save.
Yeah, it's probably because it's an illusion. So I would need to look, but it could be like you would need to do a will save, and I would tell you the DC. And if you pass the DC, then
that's
you know
if we're
that it's
attempting
not.
to see it.
If you're attempting to
Okay.
see whether it's the illusion is fake or real.
Okay.
Right? Yeah,
Nice.
And that is the end of your turn.
that's the end of my turn. And Chalk, you stayed on my shoulder.
I did.
Okay.
All right. So that's Rolu's turn. So the Khefaked that's on the barrels is going to move over. And you see it. It kind of like clenches its claws into the top of this barrel. And as it does that, you notice that there's a lot of these like tick marks on the side. That seems like these things do it a lot. And it starts actually kind of tapping. And then it's going to be the other Khefak's turn as it runs over to where the bridge vanished, and it's going to do a will save.
DC 13.
Listen.
Vinci.
It looks at it,
Yeah.
and it does exactly like the other one was doing. It digs its claws down, except for it notices that it doesn't go down, and it taps again where the vanished spot is, and it's actually going to cross.
Boo.
And it's actually going to stop there and tap again. And then the other Khefaked is going to follow it. And while it does that, another Khefaked appears
What?
out of the nest.
Oh my god. How many are there? Good lord.
It's N+1.
Plus one.
And squared.
It's Chalk's turn. So go ahead, Chalk.
I've been doing some reading in between last turn and this one. Chalk has one bit of tech that you probably didn't expect him to bring. What would it take to bring this bridge down?
Tell me what you tend to do first, and I'll tell you how feasible it is.
Chalk has a breaching charge.
What?
Oh yeah.
So I originally intended it sort of like how Brick shows up with a hand grenade in Anchorman.
Oh my god.
Chalk just has a breaching charge.
You get a hand grenade.
Amazing.
This
Amazing.
escalated quickly.
So like would that in theory, like would Chuck know whether or not that's enough to cut off this method of entry for the Khefaked to isolate them to one path?
Yeah, I think like not even engineering. Like this is fairly unstable corrugated steel, especially where you're standing now. It's very high. It's actually like almost 10 feet down, and it's just this corrugated piece of steel between where the rubble was that fell and this stone pillar, and then the next set of corrugated steel to the other ledge of this river.
Dope. Oh man, this is I've chosen very poorly. I think the other part of this calculus is it's an engineering check to set the charge. Jack is untrained in engineering.
Oh my god.
You do know roll.
Jack, throw it to someone.
So
Rolu is.
Jack on his turn taps Rolu on the shoulder. Hey, boss. Would this help? And he pulls out the breaching charge and shows it to him. And that's
All right.
that's the other half of my action because I use my move action to stay on his shoulder.
All right, so that is
Amazing.
your turn. So, current situation: Thaddeus, Treme, and Vari 13 are on the opposite edge, away from the Khefaked nests. Rolu, with Chalk on his shoulder and a pound of C4, is standing on this tiny little corrugated bridge right on the pillar that's holding up two pieces of corrugated steel from one end to another. And there are currently 4 Khefakeds in view. 2 of them are on this bridge, and a third one is just clamping the top of that barrel, and that 4th one is on the nest and about to come down. That's the end of this round. Let's roll into the top of that round. The next round. It is going to be... We can make this move a little faster. I'm just going to move the Khefakeds up to where they would go on their turns.
Oh shoot.
And now I'm going to give you Terme's turn. So all the Khefaks kind of scurried forward, but they didn't use their full actions or full moves. They only moved, a couple feet here and a couple feet
so
there.
quickly. That's just weird. That's weird.
And one more
Interesting.
is going to appear on that nest in the back. So now
I
there's
think
a total
if
of
we
5 Khefaks.
safely get to the other side, perhaps they won't pursue. Maybe it's a theory of mine. I don't know.
So, I have one. Can I do an engineering check to see if these barrels, if there's any of them that are like, crucial and of one bulk that could be displaced as to prevent one of this other Khefak up here from pursuing via the barrel jump?
I'm gonna have to say that the barrels are probably more than one bulk. Yeah. I will say though, if just the whole group, anybody has survival, do you want to do a survival check or a life science check? I say survival because I think survival has like the animal handling.
I
and
did
stuff in
20 survival.
it. Okay.
What's up with that?
Anybody else?
I got a 16 on my life science.
Got a 4 on survival for Rolu. Rolu's looking at the breaching charge. He's not thinking about what's going
Yeah,
on.
Chuck got a 5. We are fixated on this C4.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I think it makes most sense that Thaddeus is the one to know this, because he rolled the highest on survival,
They're just
and he
trying
also
to
has
protect
like
their
a
nest,
on
right?
knowledge. Yeah, they are swarming around their nest.
What? So there's more of them coming, is what you're saying?
Oh, maybe.
N plus
Oh my
whatever.
God.
Rounds.
No.
That's what it is.
10 Khefaks
Better
coming.
blow this bridge and get the hell out of here.
So it is Tremaine's. It's Tremaine and Thaddeus. If you two want to roll together and then decide what you're going to do, since you're on the other side of that.
I think if they come any closer, we should blast them out of the sky. Otherwise, maybe we just let them be.
I can see in the distance more of them, if you can believe it, are coming out.
You see almost a tsunami
This-
of Khefaks. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe dozens. I don't know.
You see a giant Khefak made up of smaller Khefaks.
There's a giant one named Kevin, and he keeps sending more of them at us.
So we really need to get out of here.
I want to just delay my turn until these Khefaks move, and if they move any closer to Rolu and Chalk, I'm going to blast the one on the bridge.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Thaddeus, are you going to do something similar?
Thaddeus told everyone this, so everyone I'm sure is aware that there's a bajillion of them coming. So he's like, we have to make a run for it. And does he notice the C4?
That's up to Vinny how high Chuck held up the C4. But yeah, like I said, Thaddeus is aware that these things are probably just.
Is this C4 or is it like RDS?
Yeah, be specific. What kind of explosive is this?
Yeah.
It's like 8 sticks of dynamite. Let's
A breaching charge?
no. We'll say it's a pound. How big is a pound of C4?
A pound of C4 will take out like a building.
I want to Google this, but I don't want to end up on a list.
Yeah. I don't.
Let me just pull out
So,
my
let's say-
incendiary and explosive manual real quick.
Let's say it's a shoebox. So yeah, he has to hold it up because he's a tiny creature. So he's like up above his head, right in front of Rolu's face. So like he's not trying to hide it at all.
I got this, guys.
Yeah, think
that makes
Groot running with the bomb at the end of Guardians 2
Oh my goodness.
above his head. Yeah,
Spoiler.
Well, that's amazing. Thaddeus is 10 feet away and he's a soldier. I'm pretty sure he can recognize it. So he just like shouts at them like,
Great idea. Blow it up.
and then he's just going to buy them some time by double firing against the closest Khefak.
You could also do is it covering fire or herring fire will give.
It's true.
Either give what is the two between them? It gives AC
Covering
or
is AC. Harrying
lowering.
gives you a bonus to your attack.
Attack.
to attack.
I think.
So you could do covering fire. You roll an attack, and that will lower the or give
Raise-
AC to anybody
Yeah.
who's being attacked by that creature. So, just saying, you could use those as an alternative. And you don't do you technically miss when you do that? I forget.
You have to, you don't hit. You have to roll to hit AC 15, just a flat 15.
Yep.
And that
in order
will
to provide the benefit.
give them some bonus against the attack of something, right?
Yeah. So if you do covering fire against Khefak, the first Khefak there, then it would give a bonus if it attacks It'll give a bonus to Rolu or Chalk if it goes to attack either one of them.
From that creature. You have to specify the creature.
Yeah.
And then I'm so sorry. Herring fire is.
It's the opposite. It'll give them an. It'll
The
give
next
Rolu-
person that attacks that creature would get a bonus.
Yep.
Yeah.
+2.
Now, I mean, from a metagame perspective, it looks like they're pulling up short. Like we're no
they're
longer
just-
aggroed.
True.
I don't know. Like, yeah, if he's not being aggroed, then maybe I could just try to attack him.
And I feel like
do a full action.
I feel like Weps
Yeah.
would notice that.
Yeah.
Like that they're no longer
then you're
advancing as aggressively.
But safe
Yeah, I
question
think so.
mark. Okay, got you. Okay, well then what he's going to do is he's going to fire. Take a full action, by the way, Kevin, to fire. That's a 22 to hit, and it's just 3 damage though, 3 piercing damage.
You're doing a full action though,
Correct.
so you can fire twice.
You're right. So I will.
And you
that.
got
So you do
-4.
-4 with that though. So you had a 22 to hit. So that's a -4 is 18.
Yeah, and it's 5 damage then in that case.
Wait.
So you hit
You have to
hit
roll twice.
Well,
Yeah,
why
so
would I
you
roll
roll
twice
once.
if I got it the first time? I thought it was like roll twice to like for damage.
No,
No,
so
no,
there's
no.
you can
No,
do
no.
a standard
attacks.
action to attack, or you can do a full action. A full round attack is
Oh,
2
okay.
attacks
Got it.
at a -4 each.
18 to hit then.
It works
and
better
3
because
damage.
then you have better odds of getting one if you don't.
That makes sense.
But
Okay, so that's the first attack was an 18
with
3 damage.
Yeah,
And then you roll to attack again with a -4.
right. Well, and it was so I just choose like the higher of
Okay.
the 2, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna go with
No,
the
no,
higher.
you fire twice.
You
is
just
what
fire
do.
twice.
And so it does hit. The first one does hit for 3.
Okay, got it.
And that Khefaked was actually the one that was already damaged. And so it dies.
Yeah.
So that one is the closest one to you guys. You take a shot at it. It crumples to the ground. And what you notice is the other ones saw that. Rolu,
are they
it's your turn.
They saw that.
Hopefully they would be scared.
And we didn't like him anyway.
What does that mean? Interesting.
They've already technically made their turn. They were taking a stand, and now you shot one of them.
Okay.
So the
Can I do an engineering check to make sure that I would know what to do with this charge? That I can just put it down
That's
and
the
then
mother.
I don't know
set
how
a
charges
timer?
work. Do you have it? Is it in the description of what to do? I think you just have to pass an engineering check to get it to rig the way you want it to, and then it'll blow.
Yeah, basically it's the structures break DC is what we're talking about. So if you
So you're rolling like a 2 hit on that?
it's an
Or-
engineering check against the break DC of whatever the structure is
Okay.
So that's to place the
to
charge.
set it to like blow up. And then there's a whole paragraph on how high or low that difference is that I'll paste into the chat.
Okay. But this is super cool. Just gonna say
It is
that.
a Mark 1 demolition.
Below in the bridge. Mark 1 demolition. Kev, I feel like there's a thing in the game mastering section about material like, hit points and hardness and things like that.
Yeah, I'm sure there
Yeah,
is.
it's
hardness
Materials.
of-
Yeah, I think it's 408.
so
Yeah, 409 breaking objects.
this rule set is from Tech Revolution,
Okay.
page
Just gonna
68.
fail the check. So if you fail a check by 10 or more, the explosion doesn't harm the structure. If you fail a check by 9 or less, the explosion deals 3d6 bludgeoning damage plus an additional d6 for every 2 item levels of the primary explosive charge to the structure.
Okay.
So basically, you would just need to figure out what hit points this thing has. Then I make my check and see how much I fail or succeed by.
All right. I think so. You're targeting hit points of this thing. Is that what's happening?
No, it's hardness and hit points because it says depending on how much you fail by. You like if you fail
No,
by 4
I
or
follow.
less.
So, like, what are you targeting right now? Roll what you're targeting and give me a number.
What's the DC? I think you give me that
Yeah.
DC, right?
I have it in my mind.
Cool.
So go ahead and tell me the number.
Roll that engineering goodness.
I think Rulu's going to say, just kind of look over his shoulder, but not really, and say, "Is everyone standing safely behind me at a safe distance?" I hope so. And Rulu's going to bend down and put it at the part of the panel that's over, not the panel he's on, the one in front of him that's over the liquid. Beep, beep, beep. That is it's a 23.
Yes.
To set it.
They're Khefaked.
Okay. And then what do you do?
And then I don't know how this charge. Is there a remote? I'm gonna assume that there's some sort of timer.
Right. I think you delay you set a fuse basically.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of my question. So you just set it and stand there?
No, I'm gonna no.
It was good. That noble sacrifice roll. Very good. Good job.
And then I jump on the breach. And I say, Jack, you're going with me. And I clutch Jack to my chest. And I jump. That's it. And that's the whole thing.
and roll credits. Thanks, guys.
No, I'm gonna run back past. I'm gonna run back to the shore
Okay.
and stand with everybody.
The 5 of you have made it to the other shore. Chuck was grabbed on and clinched along as you set this charge and started running. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you guys down a little bit further, because as you start running off this bridge, I'm sure the rest of them follow. And so you guys are going to get far enough away as the rest of the Khefaked are also charging at you now that you killed one of theirs, and they were like giving you the out and you didn't take it. And so these dozens of Khefaked start coming out of this nest from the back. I'm going to just add a few more for flavor here.
Oh my
Way
gosh.
to go, Weps.
And they start piling onto this bridge. It's almost like it's just slightly out of what was that movie? Z-Day or whatever with Brad Pitt.
World War Z.
Oh,
World War
yeah.
Z, yeah.
Oh, yeah, where they're climbing
they're
on top of each other.
flying over each other, trying to get over towards
God.
you. And as they cross the part where that charge is,
Beep, beep, beep.
it explodes.
Freaking amazing.
And just shards of Khefaked go flying everywhere. The bridge is destroyed. You guys all dive to the sand, and that's our game.
Oh,
That was a good
cool
ending.
ending.
Explosive ending.
That was awesome.
Love it. I knew that was going to come in handy.
That merchant's going to be happy with all the Khefaked meat now. Just chilling out.
Yeah, we're gonna make bank on the Khefaked meat market.
Run him
It's going
way
to
out of
rain
business.
Khefaked kebab.
Did we just
Terrible
Khefaked
anyway.
kebabs for everybody.
did we just tank the Khefaked market?
I think we did.
should have just set that charge in the
Saturated.
cigarette.
That's amazing.
Thanks for listening, ye scallywags. Until next week, drift begons on distant stars.